What's up, y'all? This is Erica. Kiwan, and I'm back with Bel-Air, season 4, episode 8, the next act. First of all, I'm not crying. You were crying, okay? I don't know if there were a lot of onions around me, but something made me teary-eyed this episode. Anyway, before we start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell button so you can be updated. Make sure y'all like the videos so I can stay in the algorithm, all right? So as she's just sitting there, she's writing something, jotting some things down, but she's watching her baby sister sleep. And Ashley is so in love. And I'm just like, oh my God, that is so cute. That is so cute for her to be so in love with the little baby sister. I was here for it. I was very here for it. So the next scene, we see the family. They all getting ready for the christening, which we know Jeffrey is the godfather and Vi is the godmother. Okay. And also, Vi is there for Will's graduation as well. Like, first of all, why wasn't Lou at the graduation? Okay, Lou couldn't take off of work, but we understand Lou just started this job, but I guess fine. We also found out from the Reverend, y'all remember the Reverend, he was in season 1 where Philip went to his Alpha Phi Alpha men, went to this thing, and he was, he's one of them, okay? He's an Alpha Phi Alpha, okay? And Philip is being nominated for the Alpha Phi Alpha Man of the Year award, which is dope. All right. So Will gets a phone call, and which we thought he was gonna have the whole summer. It's cut short because he actually got accepted into the UPenn summer business program, and so he'll be leaving in a week. So this is a lot for Will to process. Everybody's happy for him, but of course everybody has to process this. So Lisa and Will are not speaking because they got into it. I forgot to say in the last episode, Lisa kissed Kareem, but Will, I thought he had smashed Tidra, but they did not. Nothing happened, but they got into it because of that. All right, and it is evident that Lisa is, she don't want to hold on to Will because they're going away for college, but she really love him. Like, it's a struggle. I get it. So Amira and Carlton are trying to get them together. Like, why do y'all... Okay, this is the only problem I have. Y'all making Amira and Carlton just this it couple. Just the couple that just got everything together. And they the most reckless. Okay? Anyway, Ashley does a powerful letter to her sister. Okay? Her words were powerful. As a black woman, I was very proud. I wish I would have wrote them down. I really wish I would have wrote them down. But it was uncomfortable for others because you can see the look on their faces when she wrote that letter. And this Phil and Vivian, the way they looked at Ashley with this proud moment, like proud black family moment, like, yeah, like, I know Ashley has been a bit problematic. I know. And she ain't been problematic. She just been making noise about some things and and doing things. But every word that she spoke was nothing but the truth. Like, they don't see us, it was a lot. Like, don't let them dumb you down. Don't let them silence you. Like, it was a lot. So anyway, Hillary goes to Jazz's, and she tells Jazz that she's headed back to Costa Rica because she was, they asked her in Costa Rica to run her own cafe, which was a huge thing for Hillary. Anyway, so then we'll have a conversation with Vi, and she asks, hey, have you had a conversation with Lisa? And he was like, nah, I ain't tripping. And Vi was like, listen, don't leave without having a conversation with the person you care about. Like, don't just leave it like that. That's terrible. Anyway, she said how Lou was bragging on Will, and they just had a mom heart to heart and how she's proud of him and yada yada yada. So also, Penelope is back. They brought Penelope back for Jeffrey, and her and Jeffrey decided not to return to London because London was where bad things happen. But they're gonna stay in Jamaica, where Jeffrey's family treated Penelope and Frederick like family, like she felt no less than love. And it was a good experience. So now Jeffrey's gonna go back to they made a decision to go back to Jamaica, where it will be good for Frederick, and Frederick has a cousin there his age, kind of like Will and Carlton, So Will is in a he was in his room trying to practice his speech, and I was like, yeah, no, you need to take a beat. And Carlton plans they have this road trip that him and Carlton planned or whatever. Jeffrey and Philip have a heart-to-heart conversation. Will and Carlton, they're setting up at the beach camp. They argue because Carlton forgot the food, and guess who show up uninvited? Amira and Lisa. So since Lisa and Will wasn't talking, Carlton felt like, okay, my cousin is leaving in a week, so I need us to have just a cousins thing. I know we planned this. He specifically told Amira, hey, this is just me and my cousin because of everything that's going on. But she decided to show up because she's an agent of chaos. I don't like Amira, y'all. I'm sorry. She is just not that for me. Anyway, Lisa show up. She's still mad. Will's still mad, and everybody got an attitude. All right. So then Vi and Vivian have a conversation. And we find out that Miss Vi has a roster and she is entertaining Lou, but that is all it is. I hear you, but I'm just going to entertain the thought. Okay? So Vivian asked her, are you in your whole phase? And she was like, I was like, okay. She said, a little bit. Okay, she did say a little bit. But I was happy about that because it was what she said to Vivian that sparked something in me. But she tells Vivian was telling Vi how busy she is and how she have to do this and the baby and all these changes, everything that's happening. And so, Vi pretty much tell her to free herself. And why do you have to be this busy anyway? Like, why? Like, I mean, let's be real. She don't have to be, like, she can enjoy her baby for now, her baby until her baby is older, but she can enjoy those things. And she tells Vi to be intentional about the next act that serves her. And I was with that because Vi is like, I'm enjoying the phase in the journey that I'm in now. This is a different journey for me. My son is going off to college. My son, your kids are older, but you now have a baby. So you have to enjoy the now. Enjoy the journey that you're in. Like, it was a lot. I just gathered a lot from the episode. So, Lisa and Will finally have their conversation. She tells Will, listen, I have made you my entire life since I met you. But she also realized that they have to break up because if I made you my life, I haven't had time to get to know me or process me and the things that I have going on. So he wanted to cry. He was very emotional or whatever. And they break up and then was like, listen, If we want to make it work, it is an hour and 30 minutes away. We're an hour, because remember, Lisa, I want to say she was going to Howard. Okay. Yeah, she's going to Howard. So they're not too far from one another to decide, if they want to make it work. Okay. So Hillary and Ashley have a conversation. Ashley tells Hillary that she's ready for a change. She does not want to go to Bel-Air Academy. Because she's not who she is, and things are changing, and they're changing things based on others, not what's good for Ashley and what can be good for Ashley. So Ashley feels like, yeah, no, this Bel-Air Academy is not for me. Anyway, Vivian tells Philip that Ashley found her a school in Baldwin Hills. She told them, he was like, well, how are we going to swing that? It's like an hour away. So Ashley is always ahead of herself, because she gave them the bus schedule. Okay, this time I'm going to get to school. I'm going to get up early if I have to, but I want to be here. And so Vivian lets him know, hey, we need to figure out what we want as well. What is our future looking like? Like, we need to do a major, basically we need to do a major shift. I feel like this whole episode spoke to a lot of people who wants to make shifts. And now we're entering into a new year, y'all. And even if things didn't happen the way we wanted it to happen, guess what? We still have what we have right now in these next couple of weeks, and we also have the new year. But I'm saying all of that to say, start to make your shift. Like, work hard on those things that you want, and it's gonna happen. I don't know who this is for, but I promise I am rooting for you. It is going to be okay. I promise it's going to be okay, even when you think it's not going to be okay, even when it's hard. It is going to be okay. Okay? Nothing but love, y'all. Nothing but love. Keep moving. Keep pushing. Keep striving. If you fall, it's okay. Get back up. If you feel like you need to scream, going through it, scream. But just know that it's going to be okay, and it's going to get better. You can't, if you've hit bottom, you have nowhere else to go but up. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, y'all. So we have Will's going away party. Everybody. Oh, Viv tells Vivian. Viv tells Vi that she started her own foundation. And Will is getting very emotional, but he's still trying to hide it. All right. So everybody sit down, and Will and everybody else sit down. Everybody gets up one by one and gives Will a heartfelt speech, because y'all know he's leaving in a week. And it was just the way I felt like somebody was peeling onions next to me. I was like, why is my eye leaking? Y'all, my eye was leaking so bad. So bad. It was water coming from the sides of my eyes. I was like, what? Me? Why is my eye leaking? Okay. So Vivian and Phil get up, and they let the family know that they're moving to West Adams. And Ashley is going to be closer to her new school. And they toast to Will. And as they toast to Will, he get up and leave. Again, super emotional episode, y'all. Super emotional. He goes to his room. He packs. And then nobody was like, why did you leave? And Phil walked in. He was like, listen, we can't have a going away party if you're not downstairs. So Will was like, I'll come downstairs. He was like, no, we got you. Everybody came in one by one and packed. I'm going to say this. It was not a dry eye with each character. If y'all paid attention, everybody cried. Everybody. Jeffrey. You can see the water You can see the water from Phil's face. I felt like all of that was real. They were, to me, I feel like they were a whole family. I feel like they were a family. Even with the Lisa and the Will scene, they were a family. Y'all, I enjoyed this entire season. Okay. And then we see Will, he's now able to write his speech for his graduation. It's graduation day. He's, do his speech. And then we get to the part, because Vi had left early to head back to Philly. And the house is packing. This house is packed up. And Will is leaving. No. Everybody's downstairs waiting on Will. Carlton is still upstairs. We found out he was packing because he's gonna take the rest of his summer and hang out with Will. He's gonna hang out in Philly, and Jazz is, picking them up so they can head to Philly. But this was, y'all, this was so emotional. I was like, oh my God. Everybody cried. Okay. So we seen Jeffrey and Penelope. He went back to his apartment one more time, and they picked up and moved to Jamaica. That ring that he had for Dominique and them, he threw that in the trash. Hillary opened up her restaurant called Honeybees. She never left. She stayed in, I guess maybe she stayed with her parents in West Ad. I don't know, but she's still in California. And her restaurant is actually across the street from Jazz's place. And then we see Phil and Vivian. They're packed up and with the baby and Ashley, and they moved out to West Adams. And I just was like, oh my God. And then we'll have a conversation with the Will Smith. But I think that was his future self. Letting him know you're going to make mistakes. Don't think so much into the future. Don't think so much about what you can, what's going to happen, what's happening, and whether you're going to do things right or wrong, because you're going to mess up. You're going to mess up. It's a part of life. And so, he just somehow vanishes away. And the boys pack it back up and head on to Philly. And that was it. That was it, y'all. We are not going to get any more, and it saddens me. But honestly, we did leave off on a good note because it was really good how everything was wrapped up. Maybe, they cheated us out of something, but it's okay. We ended things on a good note. That's actually how Fresh Prince ended. Sort of like that, where everybody's packed up and they leave. But other than that, it was pretty good. I was here for it. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got, y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. Oh, before I go, let me know what y'all thought about season 4. Let me know what y'all thought about the whole finale, the whole season. Let me know what y'all think. Like, drop it down in the comments, all right? All right, now I'm gone.